Alright, welcome back. I'm Westing Tyler, and we are going to play Night Security, the new game from Chilla's Art. Chilla's Art is a low budget kind of indie developer who makes these kind of suburban slice of life Japanese spoopy horror games that are like between $2 and $6, and they're pretty great. Alright, are you sure you want to start? Alright. I've played 2 seconds of this just to get my sound working. You're about to see as far as I've played in about 2 seconds. So, yes, here we go. So here we are. These Chilla's Art games are a really cool perspective because they're mundane, but for Japan, so they feel very different than it feels playing something that takes place in America. And it's kind of like the closest I've gotten to actually visiting Japan. And I'm not sure why I like the little spoopy aspect to these kind of games. I think it just adds a little spice, a little mystery, a little mythos. Um, so yeah, so Night Security. So here we are. I like the rain, the immersion aspect. I think these games are made in Unity. I'm not totally sure. It could be Unreal, but this is very similar to the style of game that Puppet Combo makes. And gosh, who are the others in this space? But it's all great. It's very cool stuff. Let's see. It looks like I'm a grown adult living alone, and I have a giant Lego thing in my living room, which is cool. Uh, all right. See, it's not quite low poly, but you do have this kind of dithering effect on um, the screen. I'm not sure if that comes across, but yeah, it's almost like I'm looking through a CRT TV where I can see the little RGB pixels like all across the thing. It's very very subtle. But you start to get a little bit of the moire patterns, where like the lines merge into these weird concentric circles and stuff. But yeah, see, so it's not exactly low poly, and I think they're getting higher poly with each successive game they make. They've made about 10 or 15 of these. Oh, let's see. Looks like maybe a bento box or maybe just a standard uh, TV dinner. Yeah, I learned about bento boxes from playing Chilla's Art games. Let's see if I can escape. But yeah, they've been making these games for about 2 years now, 2 or 3 years, on and off. And oh, happy birthday, Chilla's calendar. They always have some kind of little reference to the Chilla in Chilla's Art. In one of their other really good ones, the night shift, closing shift, which takes place basically in Starbucks. It was Chilla's Coffee, was the restaurant chain you were in. That was a really cool one too. Again, like you get so much value out of these like short, very inexpensive games. It's like it's so cool, man. Having a PC and if you're a spoopy person, you love spoopy games, then like the indie stuff on itch.io and even Game Jolt and Steam, and then just like randomly in places on the internet is it's like a really great value and really cool. I actually see. I still don't claim that I like spoopy games. What I like about spoopy games is not that they're scary. And in fact, the last time I watched the Friday the 13th movies, I was just like, why is Jason being so mean to these people? Just let them chill out. They're just hanging out. Um, but it's not that they're scary. It's that when you make a horror experience, the sound quietness and like the environmental immersion needs more effort to be put into it to have the weight that it needs, so that then when the supernatural or psychopathic stuff actually happens, it breaks you out of that and it creates, you're invested then in the world. It feels real. Whereas in a lot of other games that aren't spoopy games that rely on more on like say shooting or whatever, the environmental quality is really amazing, but it doesn't really matter. You're just running through it. Whereas here, again, because these are small budgets, they have fewer sets they can work with, so it kind of like solidifies all of them. You're in your head a little bit more than if you're just running through them, because it's a AAA game and you have 1,000 things distracting you and everything, and it's not as invested in just this again mundane experience of life. All right, so let's see what we got. I'm already getting a 1% vibe of Silent Hill 4 here. this would be a hallway. You'd see you have the kind of like little bar and the kitchen and couch and window. And I mean, it's 1%. I mean, these are pretty basic features probably in a lot of apartments. But okay, so it looks like it's nighttime. So let's get into it. And it just became my birthday. I can't do any more with there. Let's see what we got with that. We got that. All right, let's see what we got. And so let's check out the fridge. Looks like some. So I made a joke about being a grown adult, living alone, having all these kids' toys, but it does look like I'm either the mom or the dad, and there's a daughter or something. It looks like the interface is improved since their previous games. I like seeing the growth of these smaller indie devs. And some of the earlier Chilla's Art games have kind of rough whatchadoodles controls and UI and stuff. So it's nice to actually see the things are getting a little smoother, a little smoother with interaction and everything. Can I crouch? I cannot crouch. You know, in my opinion, all first-person games need the ability to crouch and to pull out a flashlight and to pull out binoculars of some kind. Of those three things, and maybe changing the field of view too to get a little wider, will help you to be able to appreciate the details on things more. Like I should be able to crouch right now and look closer. I just want to see things closer. That's all it is. So, okay, birthday cake. I cannot read that. It does look Japanese. It looks there's little chillas on it. And it looks like 7 years old. Somebody's 7 years old. Alright, so that's what we got. Alright, let's see. So, no cooking. The game that I'm working on, Knott's game, NOTSS game. This is a code name for the real game. But it's one of the things I'm focusing on is making something I call immersion before gameplay. And it involves making all these kind of things function. Even though it's just for fun, there's no like in-game reward. It's just, does this immerse you? You know, does this add to your experience? And if so, that's enough. Oh look, I actually have a person this time. That's in most Chilla's Art games, you're kind of on your own. But this looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna change clothes. It looks like maybe I'm the night security person. So we're gonna do that. I'm glancing up there at my third monitor to where I have OBS running to make sure that all my audio is working and everything. And it looks like I tried recording this a little while ago, well, right before this, and then I looked up there and after like 5 minutes and I saw that it was recording my other screen, which was just like a menu or something of something else entirely, and I was like, so I just restarted. So okay, so here we go. We got, that looks like a wife. Okay, human of the possibly feminine persuasion. All right. Okay, so have we fully explored here? Let's make sure we're thorough. One really cool thing about Chilla's Art games is they often have multiple endings, and they often involve something supernatural. Whereas Puppet Combo games are very low poly PS1 games. They're very similar vein, except they are usually involving like psycho killers, like very grounded. Nothing really supernatural in a Puppet Combo game. Whereas the Chilla's Art goes hardcore into the Japanese mythology and all this stuff. It's really, really cool. So there's always spoopiness, ghosts or something going on. But let's see. Okay, so we got laundry. I think it's kind of interesting that they're not using voiceovers like they did in some of the other previous games, where it's just like, but Japanese words where like someone's explaining like, oh, this is my laundry. I better not touch my laundry right now. I better go to work. You know, but whereas now they're just kind of letting the visuals do the talking, which also probably helps with localization since they're becoming bigger, and this allows them to, oh, there's the daughter. This allows them to get their games out faster, because a lot of these games, even like Puppet Combo, now they're starting to release them on consoles as well, like Switch and stuff, which is pretty cool. So, daughter, or son. So now that I've checked on them and changed my clothes, it looks like it's getting me to leave here. All right. It's funny, one of the things I had trouble with setting this up with the audio was that the in-game audio sounds pretty loud to me, and my voice sounds quiet to me. and I kind of went reversed. But in the recording, it's the opposite, to where like my voice is louder, which is probably should be for a Let's Play with commentary, and the audio is quieter. So I was trying to go back and forth, getting that working right. Okay, October 22nd, security guard, age 35. All right. See, look how this is so cool. This is what I'm talking about for my games: immersion before gameplay. It's like, not to say that this doesn't have gameplay; it certainly does. But like, in my experience, it's like you gotta get me to care about a world before I'm gonna try to save it. Like, why would I want to save a world I can't like sit down in a chair in? You know what I'm saying? Or like turn on the stove in. You know, it's like it feels like you're in a straitjacket in a lot of games. Even The Witcher 3, like where the houses kind of had this Mickey Mouse plastic effect. Like you can't go and sleep in the beds. At least in the areas I've explored, you can't cook in the pots or whatever on the stove, or sit down and drink drinks and stuff. And I'm like, you could do this stuff in Ultima 6 in 1990. So what's the deal, guys? You know. But again, this is another reason why I like these smaller, lower budget projects. It's just that when you have that lower budget, you have to add more immersion to kind of make up for whatever, like, you know, lower budget you have. So is this it? Are we here? But this is fantastic. I love night. I love slick night city or rain with a little bit of fog from the rain, the moisture. It's pretty cool. Very good. And now it's very quiet. That juxtaposition adds a lot of spoopiness. Alright, security cameras. Let's see what we got. Surveillance room is on the right. I should check my job. Oh, okay. I should check my job. Oh, okay. I wouldn't let me go further. Alright, so we got 2 fire extinguishers for this giant building. Should be enough. Check the fire alarms in the back of the rooms and lock the doors. Turn off the lights in the bathrooms. If people are still present, send them home. That's pretty straightforward. And there was no one here before me. I just kind of unattended for a little while. Ugh. This reminds me of The Grudge. Like where the ghost is in, you see the ghost, but then they look at the camera at you, and it's like, because they shouldn't know you're watching them. See, so it's spoopy. It's kind of like in well, I don't want to start like naming things, but I will say, because I don't want to spoil nothing, but I will say, like, there's one where some people are watching a slide projector for like old slides, and then the ghost is in the slide and it looks at them, and that's a really scary thing, is when like some person that you're observing that shouldn't be aware of your presence because they're in a video footage that's either live or old, or in a photo or a slide that's old, and yet they are aware of you. That's like spoopy. It's very jolty. It jolts you out of your sense of security. It's almost like a voyeuristic sense of security where you're just like, you know, you're detached from the stuff happening there, you know. But then it breaks through that, and it's like, no, you're not safe. That's always pretty cool. Let's see what we got. Looks like some people are still here. For now, I should go around and lock the doors, starting from the first floor. I can handle that. What else we got? I lost contact with Keigo Ochigi, who used to be a security guard for this building. He probably quit. I'm going to rely on you from now on. This company apparently has a rule prohibiting any overtime, work past midnight. Check the clock, surveillance monitor, and security details before make your rounds. Best regards from manager Yamamoto. Okay, see, there's a typo right there. There are occasionally these, like, before make your rounds, which makes, see, I don't know anything about Chilla's art, like the actual team, like, but it seems like they are, like, actually Japanese or something, like ESL, because there are occasionally, like, little, like, almost like translation errors, which is, again, it's very mysterious, very interesting, very cool. I know the puppet combo guy, Ben Kukuza. He's on Twitter, and he's, you know, he talks to people and stuff, and it helps with demystify a lot of the process. But I don't know anything about the Chilla's art people. Oh, okay. So, what do we got? Looks like we are checking the clock. Okay, so it is midnight. Hands of the clock point to midnight. All right. So again, we got our stuff to do. From now on, I should go around and lock the door starting from the first floor. Yep. And we got our checklist again, which is the check the fire alarms in the back of the rooms and lock the doors, turn off the lights in the bathrooms. People are still present in the home. Okay, I think I can do this. But did it show me who was here? I can't run, which is a little... I just got done playing Deathloop, and you can get very... like fast moving and stuff in that game when you upgrade your stuff. So now coming back to like a what I call a dimensional domestic, where you're just walking and chilling and experiencing a mundane environment. It's a little different to get used to. So I'm not seeing actually the people where they are. These are just static images. And to be fair, if they actually had render textures in Unity, where they actually have cameras in all these places and they're rendering those pixels and stuff, that could get laggy really fast in Unity in my very limited experience. So having static pictures is just fine. But is there anything spoopy? Any people, shadows, silhouette, coats on racks that look like people? I call those personables. Like where like you think you see a person out of the corner of your eye, and then you realize it's just some object or something, and then you feel stupid for thinking that, except that was designed and put there to do that to you, but you blame yourself. That's like the really subtle kind of horror, when like you blame yourself for being scared instead of saying, oh, they were trying to manipulate me. But they were trying to manipulate you. That's what I call personables. Like the coat rack. Like with the hat, and it's in the shadow. You turn on the light, and it's just a coat rack. But there's lots of those. You might notice them in all kinds of stuff. And sometimes you wonder if it was intentional or not. Let's lock the room first. Okay. Which room? This one? I think the other rooms, yeah. Alright, let's see what we got. I'm trying this, the audio is, I'm trying out my Yeti, Blue Yeti, World of Warcraft edition. Oh, a person. Hello. Oh, you're the new security guard, he says. Is it time already? I guess I'll force the rest on my subordinates tomorrow. See ya. I've been learning like a teeny tiny bit about Japanese culture, and one of the norms, he said, is subordinates. One of the norms in Japanese culture apparently is that the employees can't leave until the boss does, no matter how late the boss stays. They can, but it's just a breach of etiquette, and you're being disrespectful, and that's no good. So yeah, I heard a story of an American boss who was over there, and he was like, no, guys, I'm staying late, but you guys go home. And they just wouldn't do it until he left. Yeah. So there's no abnormality with this thing. I apologize for abnormal. I'm hearing myself in my headphones too, with like a 30 millisecond delay, just to make sure that I'm like using the microphone the best I can. This is my first attempt at this, so I'll hopefully get better. But when I say something like abnormality, I hear it twice, so I'm hearing it while I'm in the middle of saying it, so then it messes my brain up, and okay. Let's look out the window real quick. Now see, here's a case where I wish I could turn off the flashlight. In Deathloop, there was no flashlight, and that was annoying me a little bit. That game is amazing otherwise. But now I wish I could turn it off so I could see outdoors a little bit better. Okay, so it's spoopy. I just got that guy to go home. So I did my job right here. Next room. Okay, this is the bathroom. I'm going to real quick see if I can change the field of view to make it a little wider. Okay. Make it 1% darker. There's a little bit of bloom in Chilla's art games sometimes. Graphics full screen, was it VSync? Yeah, let's do VSync. Let's do it every V blank. I have a RTX 2060 Super. So, like, it's been so great not having to worry about the graphic settings in games a lot. All right, let's try this VHS setting. See what we think. We'll keep it on for a little bit to test it out. Oh, that's kind of interesting, that kind of motion blur. Okay. Nothing going on there. Yeah, but this field of view is a little narrow for my taste. I like to make it as wide as possible. I didn't feel like Spider-Man 2018 that you moved fast enough in when you're swinging around. And then I raised the field of view. I maxed it out, and now it's like feels amazing. It's like, okay, so this is where the guy was, so we're good there. I don't think I like the. Oh, it wasn't on. Oops. It's like, I don't like it the way it looks now. It's like, but it was the same. It was the V-Sync that was messing things up. Let's see. We're fine. This looks good. Or maybe like I'm black and white toggle I'm missing because now it looks better. But it looks like I turned it on just now. All right, so next one. Is there a person? I think I'm in the same room again. Okay, let's see. I'm terrible at multitasking, in case you haven't noticed. Let's see. Well, did I do it? Did I actually do it? Looks like there's only one person around here. Let's double check our checklist and see what we're working on. Send the people home. Turn off the lights in the bathrooms if you are present. Check the fire alarms. Okay. We just have to check all of the fire alarms. Let's just go ahead and do that. Alright, let's see. No abnormality. Alright, I'm going to try to focus on this. Make some progress here. Let's see what we got. No abnormality. I guess we'll lock them after I check them. Turn off the bathroom lights. Guess I already did. That was a little spoopy. I'm gonna have to go check this one again, even though I'm pretty sure I just checked it. It's a different door. 2 doors into this room. Alright, see what we got. And then I gotta make sure I turn this light off. Why would it be in the back of the room? It's a little weird. Why would you stumble around in the dark with no windows every time just to get to the... It's a little, it's bad design. Okay, something weird's happening. Okay. Now how do I lock the room? Do I need to grab some keys? Oh, I gotta hold E. There we go. No? Okay. I was left clicking. Alright, we're in business. That's kind of cool. I like the little radial that shows your progress. Okay, not those rooms. Yep, and it resets if you do that. All riggedy. Chicken McDiggity. Alright. Oops. Alright, we made some progress. Maybe now I can use the elevator. I really wish I could run a little bit. Alright, are we doing every floor? 2. Maybe that's the structure of the game, is we're going to go all the way up to floor 11 and each time it's going to get a little spicier. And we still have the same job to do, so let's just start at this end. Bathroom. Whoa. What? Who? What do you want? Oh, the security guard? Can you please leave the lights on? I'll turn them off. Alright, for a second. Oh, there's a person in there. Chilla's Art games usually have some collectibles lying around too. Oh. Let's see what we got. I'm just trying to turn it off. Almost looks like I'm doing this. You're still doing this? That's tough. Well, I'm leaving. Good luck. Yeah, subordinates working really late. That's the thing too, it's like, you can't say, oh, I'll finish that tomorrow morning. It's like, no, you stay until it's done. It's your fault that it wasn't done before work ended. It's another one of those Japanese etiquette rules that I learned about. Okay. No abnormality. Why would there be abnormalities in the fire alarms? I thought I almost just saw a little person in that TV screen a little bit. Alright, let's see what we got here. No abnormality. Gotta love not having abnormalities. What is it? Oh, are you perhaps... You're cool. Let's exchange contact information. Wow, I wish it was that easy. I can't leave unless you give me your contact information. That's a little weird. I promise you won't regret it. Now, did she say heart? Or is that just a expression of her demeanor? Now, you better not ignore me. Goodbye. Well, I guess I ignored her. Oh, I'm married. And I have a daughter. Okay, so that all makes sense. Yeah, I wouldn't be engaging this. It's like, Miss, come back here. I forgot. You gotta give me my number back. I forgot that I'm married. All right, let's see. Let's see if I can. I just remembered I'm married. I'm gonna need you to burn that phone number. Yeah. Look at that. See what I'm saying? Like, there's no doorknobs here. But who gives a crap? It works. You get it. That's the doorknob. It's a little flat thing, like a PlayStation 1, like a Metal Gear Solid Shadow Moses looking. It's like literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pixels on that doorknob or something. It was set to like bilinear filtering to blur it. Did I do the whole floor here? Well, this person is... We're kind of waiting. I'm just going to turn it off. Okay, I can't. Oh, but I need to make them leave, though. So... Okay, let's make sure this one's locked. I don't think I locked it. Alright. And now we're done with this floor. I would go to the other floor, but I want to check to see if I can read this flyer yet. If you can read Japanese, right, what that says, it's hard to get a good kind of angle with this flashlight on. All right. Well, construction guy on there looks like. So maybe he's saying, hey, this is off limits. All right, next floor. Floor 3. Alrighty. So let's Let's see what we got. See, that's pretty good lighting right there. It's a little spoopy. I'm just calling everything spoopy. I need to expand my vocabulary. I'm just going to lock it with everybody in there and the lights on. Okay, this one's already dark. And there's a fog rolling in. Got to watch out for those office fogs. They'll get you. Okay. Any abnormalities? Nope. No abnormalities. Am I stuck? Am I glitched? Nope. Thank goodness. Oh, that always worries me. That happened a couple of times in Deathloop when I was trying to jump over things and I get caught and I had to like try to free myself or I'm going to ruin my loop. Okay, I'm going to check this thing first. What is that? It almost looks like a slimy spider. Oh, it's a ladder. I kind of like that there aren't just 1,000 things to like check and memos to slow down the pacing of everything. But we got this, let's see. Oh, what are you looking at? Oh. Are you listening? See, it's 1% spoops. Spoops level is elevating. Alright, what do we got? Okay, I'm gonna lock this. Oh, I don't, that's an interior door, so. Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and take care of this side before I... Well, no, I'm not. This is close. But I don't like the bathrooms. They're too spoopy. Okay. I know one of these doors is gonna slam in front of my face. I'm gonna be locked in. Any horror game that's a dimensional domestic suburban horror game that came out after PT has to have a locked bathroom segment where you're trapped and you have to wait for a cutscene. Why did you turn the lights off? Didn't I ask you to leave them on? No, that was a different floor. And you get out also. Yeah, you're done pooping. No poop for you. Did I check? It'll let me know. I imagine that I hope I can unlock it if I needed to. But we're good. Well, see, there's clearly people around here. That was a little weird. All right, floor 4. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wasting the papes. Alright, can we unplug this? I feel like this is gonna be blamed on me somehow. Let's go with this end first. Oh, look, another thing. A closet. All right. Oh, now we're getting obstructed views. Isn't this so freaking like Shadow Moses, Metal Gear Solid? Doesn't this look like, except for the normal maps with the like glisten that moves as you go around? Yeah, it's so Metal Gear Solid, so Shadow Moses. Anything going on back? Okay, that's again gonna be blamed on me. Is there any? Oh, I gotta check the. Oh, I keep forgetting. No abnormality. just wonder what kind of abnormality we're going to see. Look at this. Some business is happening. Well, no abnormality, I guess. That's the office pile of shattered glass. It's been here since like the 80s. Okay, that's fine. That's locked. Is this unlocked? Couldn't have been, right? And I like that I can hold E over any of the door. It doesn't have to be right over that specific little spot. Those kind of things make things go a little smoother. Hello, person. Get out. Your boss is gone. My boss wants me to finish this work by tomorrow. Well, there's no way I can finish all of this. Never thought being a working adult would be this tough. They even told me to clock out on time. They've got to be kidding me. You're the only one who knows how hard I work overtime every day. Seeing you boosts my mood because it means I can go home. So I guess I'm going home. See you tomorrow. Another one of those Japanese etiquette business rules is that, like, you can't fire somebody for not knowing how to do their job. You have to teach them, because there's this concept in Japan called lifetime employment. And they can sue you if you fire them for not knowing how to do their job. It's very different from America, where you can fire people in at-will states, at least, for any reason you want. It seems like. I think it might actually be any reason you want. Did I check that thing? Did it say no abnormality? Hope you're thinking about Japanese business etiquette rules. Okay, good. Well, okay, you can check it a million times, so I might have done it before. All right. It's clearly an issue with this. The fluorescent lights are flickering. Oh, good. I need to replace them. Oh, look at that. See? That's... Oh. You know what? For a brief second, I don't know if you can see those borderline like moire patterns where like the blinds back there are like tilting and wobbling. I thought it was like black hairs that are very tall, like a 10-foot creature with black hairs. And that's the kind of stuff when I'm like, ooh, that was scary, but it wasn't actually in the game. I just imagined it. That means I can use that idea in my game because it was never actually used and I actually came up with it. Come on. What is... This is the same girl, isn't it, from the other two floors? Those toilet ghosts just like ruin everything. Okay. There, let's turn off this light and then walk out of here. Okay. Okay, let's see. Did I... Yes, I'm just going to say I did. Let's lock this. Already did. Check this bathroom. Backing out. No problem. Now I have to go to the maintenance closet to get a bulb. Like, yep. Did I lock this? Yep. Okay, here we go. Obtained a fluorescent bulb. Let's fix that. See? Something even more spoopy than ghosts. Bad wiring. In this case, it's just a bulb like that. But in a lot of those haunted houses, like, oh my gosh, a creak. Oh my gosh, house settling. It's a ghost. Or, oh my god, the lights are browning out. We're drawing too much wattage, whatever, from the circuit breaker. It's clearly the supernatural. Got a face. Unnecessary. Pretty sure I completed this floor. I missed the sound if it did. But, we're good. Alright, let's see what we got. I'm gonna try to get a little closer to the mic. Yep. Hello. Alright, so... It's a little dark on this floor. Let's go check the electrical room. It is. And it really does look like Shadow Moses. I just I love the PS1 kind of low poly aesthetic. This isn't quite that, but it's still simplistic enough geometrically, and texturally, that it kind of gives that vibe of like a PlayStation 1 game. Even though you've seen the characters, they're a little more detailed than the PS1 game. What was that? See, that was a person. Well, I thought that was a person like in like a dark outfit crouching, but it's just like a glowing coffee dispenser. Let's turn the lights on first. Well, how convenient. Here's the lights. The fuse is missing. So look at that. Totally flat. Except for the little fuse popping out. And it's totally fine. Like, you get the idea. It almost leaves a little bit to the imagination, rather than it being this ultra photoreal kind of thing that you feel like you should be able to interact fully with, but you can't because it's still actually as deep a simulation as this is. So it's like it's like something I think about sometimes, where like sometimes low poly is actually better because it doesn't make you expect it to be realistic, like fully realistic. Like your brain kind of is like, okay, this is, this is a game, There's no power to this lever. Let's find the reason. Let's turn the lights on. Oh, okay, I can't do nothing until I turn the lights on. Okay. Is that a switchy doodle? There's a switchy doodle. The lever won't budge. Looks like there's no power. Let's find the reason. What is the reason for the season? No power. Let's find the reason. Okay. What is the reason? Where is the reason? Maybe not in this room. Wait. It's probably just the circuit breaker. Maybe I need to find a little fuse. Maybe it's in here. On the floor? No? Okay. So I just need to find this fuse. And I'm guessing it's down toward the spooky P2 room. It's locked. Well, good. See, that doesn't look right to me. Is there a fuse in this urinal? This one? No? Okay. Let's see what we got. Man, urinal fuses can really come in handy, but this office seems to be a little lax on the urinal fuse inventory. Okay, red and green light. It's like full Christmas. I guess I probably have to go into the murder conveyor belt. Let's see. Alright, well that's... Oh, look at... Oh, it's not a conveyor belt, it's it's blood. It's a bloody river, a blood river. This is one of the rare cases where shininess would actually sell it, like, or make it read a little better, because it looks like a carpet where it's like very dull, like very what's the word? But yeah, no shiny. All right, we are gonna have to remember our way out of here quickly, aren't we? That's unpleasant. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's that shine. Okay. I would have set the lights up so that shine was at the very beginning of the hallway, just so that the first time you see it, you get that glistening impression. Okay. So this will take me back. Yep. I can't run, so they can't expect much from me. But they might expect me to walk quickly, and that could affect my ending. Okay, so... It's a little much with the spoops. Okay, now we're only on floor 5, I think. That's does not bode well. Let's see what we got. I still, one thing that my brain is really good about is like maze maps like this. Maybe because I grew up playing Zelda and stuff. But I could find my way out pretty quickly right now. If I do get lost, I'll say something. But right now I still think I could orient myself pretty easily. If I got turned around once, though, without knowing, then I would lose all of it. The entire map in my head, the spatial map, would just, like, be totally thrown off. Okay, so there's the fuse I need. And a jump rope, of course. Or maybe that's like a electrical cable. Like an XLR cable? It's probably Japanese. Like a Japanese standard. I obtained a fuse. It's a red fuse. And there's blood. So now I expect something to happen. What is it Mr. Craven always says? Like, key equals yes, spooks equals go. And then John Wolfe, another one of my favorite YouTubers, always says, oh, red light. Red means scary, y'all. So now I'm heading back. Oh, we fully explored this. See, there's a kind of a personable that almost looks like a person in some kind of dark trench coat or something. Like shiny black leather. Then you get closer and you're like, oh, it's just metal. In my spoopy game, Knott's game. See, and that looked like the upper torso right there of like a mannequin, like a white mannequin. See? But in my game, I'm going to have lots of those personables. Things that, like... things that'll spook you out, but then you'll feel stupid for... You won't feel like I did it to you. You'll feel like you did it to yourself. That's the idea I hope for. And yes, that was some nonsense. And there you go. Just like Visage. A silent jump scare. Which I think is often better. The loud kind. Watch this not open now. It opened now. We're good. And now I'm going to go quit this job. Ooh. That was not necessary. Okay. Let's turn the lights on first. But isn't it... Oh, it's not in there. Let's turn the lights on real fast, actually. I like that I don't have an inventory. It just, like, kind of uses what I need. Hi! A lot of Chilla's Arts games have an inventory, which is cool. But I like the streamlined aspect of this as well. Hi. There you are. The lights haven't turned on yet, so you can go flip for the circuit riggers. So can you go flip for the... Me? I'm leaving. Good luck with your job. Well, I'm clearly not her boss. Because she's just like... Wait, is she actually gonna... Is she evaporated? No. Usually evaporate when they go around the corner. Okay, well, bye. Okay. And also, you shouldn't be asking random employees to, like, go turn circuit breakers on. I feel like, one, I feel like that's probably not OSHA compliant. Two, let's see what we got here. Three, if I was smart, I would have done all these near the exit, like in the direction, so the last one is closest to the exit in case there's some spooks equals go happens after the fourth one. The lights are turned on. The person from earlier must have left. I'll confirm it in the surveillance room on this floor. Alright, let's do that. Here we go. To the surveillance room. Everything's fine. See, look at that. I love it. PS1 style. Almost PS2. It's actually higher quality. It's more like PlayStation 2, technically, in terms of quality. Or even bordering on GameCube. But, yeah. Just in terms of the roundness and the texture detail. Bordering on GameCube. But yeah, very nice. They get better with each game in terms of their fidelity. Alright, I'm checking. See if that person is gone. Okay, this is... It is almost back rooms-ish. Just kind of like these just corridors that kind of just go on, and you don't know where they kind of are orienting you. Your boyfriend is a security guard, right? Oh, yeah. He's pretty good looking, so I made him mine. But wasn't he dating her before? Yeah, everyone knows that. Well, except for the power. Whoa, so you basically took them by force. That's a terrible way to say it. Well, I basically won him over with my body. Okay, great. Seriously, anyway, she was no match for me. I was a guy. I'm more charming, so it was inevitable. Oh, you're a real devil. Women are more popular when they're a little devilish. Yeah, that's the right call. Just leave. Uh, alright. Okay. I'll see, what is this? That's right outside the room I'm in. Let's just go to a different camera. And don't be there when I come back. Oh, is this gonna be like a thing where I have to puzzle my way past it to do the rest of my job? I'd quit now. I know I have a wife and daughter, but you know what's better than me having this paycheck? Me being alive. So yeah. Well, I can't. I'm gonna leave. Alright, so. Cringe. I'm gonna check it again. If she's still there. I hope I don't have to, like, be strategic. Oh, I can check. Wait, can I? No, it's just one. It represents all of them. Here's the memo. That moment was caught on the surveillance cameras. In a place like this, I can't believe I'm quitting this job. Keigo Ochi. Alright, we've got another bit of action here. We're really lucky. Right, thanks to Blank, we can all leave early. And she takes responsibility for everything. But what if Blank quits? That would be troublesome. If she does, I might end up resenting her. Haha, you're right. Okay. So, are they like, framing a lady? Did a lady die who was a girlfriend of someone? Can I unlock this? I haven't finished patrol. Oh, I'm not even done with this floor yet. Now we got murder ghosts running around. No abnormality. Yeah, not on that thing. But I mean, at this point, I think there have been abnormalities. Now, what is that? That's just my flashlight on the door. Oh, because I can't collide with the door, so I'm just going right through it. So it's like... That's for the best. Don't need that collision. Doors can get real squishy if they're done wrong. Can I lock this? Okay. Well, I ain't the custodian. I ain't gotta, like, clean that up. Just back out now. Not check the stalls. That door's not even there anymore. Now I have to go all the way into the room. I'm done. What about, did I need to lock that room? Well, maybe not. Okay, I'm going to the next floor. I think this ghost is probably going to stay here. I think everything else is going to be easy and fine. Look at that low bass rumble sound effect, which is also spoopy. Six. Halfway done. All right. Oh, that's a lot of catch up. Hello. Hi. What are you doing? Wish I could translate that. Is that a health person or a person with a upside down cross on his helmet? This lady is oh, we're at a lounge now. Okay, so it's one big room. That makes it simple. This is gonna be unpleasant. It's like a boss room. Light switch there. I can't run, so they can't be expecting me to be quickly agile. Alright. Let's check this area over here before we check that out. That fire abnormality. Anomaly. Abnormality. No abnormality. You know, they should just let like one floor go by without anything happening. That would be real nice. Well, that was an easy floor. Let's lock this. She's still there. That means I'm safe. She can't possibly be evil or anything. Hi. Alright, I'm gonna lock this. Well, that was easy. Bye forever. So I'm definitely quitting this job after this. Wouldn't you be calling the police at this point? Like, hey, why is there a pile of blood and why are you cleaning it up so bad? Like, is this a known murder scene? In which case, like, that's pretty recent. Wouldn't it be cordoned off still? Or did you make the murder scene? In which case you're trying to cover it up. I don't know what's going on. Switch is missing. Well, maybe let's not get out of the elevator. Let's see, this is not right. 7. Okay. Well. So the switch is around, so we're going to have to look for that. Okay. So we're blocked there. Oh, not blocked here. This is Silent Hill-ish. Get the, what's it called? The other world? The Rusty. Oh, okay. I like how in Chilla's art games, the faces are almost like just pictures. You look at them from the side, they're like flat often. Alright, so I'm sure those guys aren't going to be creepy. I could go under that? No, I can't. Climb it or never mind. This is one of those things that's going to affect the ending. Guarantee it. Well, I don't guarantee it. Often it's like being spiritual, like visiting shrines or praying and stuff like that will help you get the good ending in a Chilla's art game. This does not need to be up there. Slappy. Alright. Okay. So we're going to have to climb up that thing. No ifs, no ands, no buts about it. Okay. Yes, climb it. Something's gonna crawl at me. Oh, there's the button. Let's get down now. Are they gone now? Don't come after me, please. I'm gonna have to quickly put this button on. Am I just able to leave this floor? Oh no. Okay, let's look. Even though I already got the button. Oh, another button. Okay. So I did need to do this. All right. Is 2 enough? There's 4. Okay. Now we gotta get serious. Are there 2 more ladders I need to climb up? Is there one in the urinal? Not today. All right. Okay, I have to climb up with Slappy here. They can't all be not having something crawling at me in these things. Okay. So there should be one more, right? Oh, there. Good grief. Bye. They stole them. The little dolly guys stole these buttons. They're pranking. You pranking? Cranky McJenkin spanking? Alright, let's see. Oh, okay, that's too many of them. Bye forever. Let's hit that. Okay. That's not a problem. Wouldn't you leave? I know I'm a security guard, but I'm not like an exorcist, you know, or a ventriloquist. I'm not qualified for any of this. Okay, let's see what we got. Floor 8. I'm sure things aren't going to escalate anymore. So this is... let this just be the thing I need to do. Okay, let's just do what we got to do. Oh my god. Collided in the door again. So, no people. No abnormality. You know what? I think I can handle it as long as it's not those ventriloquist dummies coming after me. Ooh, no abnormality. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to scavenge for memos and trinkets. Because that's like, I wish I could disable that stuff on the first run of any game. Because like, that stuff's cool bonus content. But like, it's kind of distracting in the first run. Okay. Hasn't happened yet. If they're smart, they would have a floor where nothing happens. Just to kind of like throw you off. It's not my fault that I couldn't do anything because they died. Everyone disappeared because of them. I didn't do anything wrong. Everything is their fault. Well, I'm just going to leave. How about that? Are we locked in the bathroom? Is it time? Oh, okay. That's some... okay, I'm just going to lock up here. Alright, let's do this one. Give me that. Metal Gear Solid 2, Tanker, Codec, Picture Complete sound effect. Yeah. Snake! You can upload the pictures via the terminal in the corner of the room. You'd better hurry up. The commandant's friggin' thing is almost done. His speech. Snake, better wrap up and get up out of... I'm hearing the echo of my own voice. It's like tripping me up. Okay. Snake, you better get out of there. I'm really good at improv, as you can tell. Okay. Let's see. Metal Gear. I could do that as Solid Snake. It seems like the buttons are all intact in this floor. Ugh, the walls need cleaning. Now we're getting really otherworld. Silent Hill. Hey, that one's no abnormality. This is pretty spoopy right here. Yeah. I'm just gonna get out of here. Please don't make me have to, like, lock something in quickly. Okay. I have another room to do. Get them subwoofer. Was it fears? Frequencies? Ooh. Okay. Oh, there's a person. Are you Metal Gear? Crap. I feel asleep. That's a Metal Gear reference. It's already this late. What's up with you? You keep coming over and over again. You're standing there every time I wake up. Were you here the whole time? Whatever. Do you know where my boss is? Did he leave already? He did. That damn power harasser said he wouldn't leave until everyone else did. Wait, but that's... Okay. I'm leaving too. So it's like reversed here, where like he's just being a turd burglar to his employees. But he won't let them leave until they finish all of their work. See, I don't think that's constructive, that kind of situation. Let's just turn that off. There was a haunted chair in that one room. Did you see that, Oichi? See, I kind of wish Silent Hills had... See, there's the bass frequencies again. It's a little spoopy, just because it's a bass frequency, even though it's diegetic. It's just a sound of these vending machines. I'm not done here. Okay. But I kind of wish Silent Hills had been made. Hideo Kojima persistently showed that he wanted to do spoopy things through Metal Gear. Like in Metal Gear Solid 5, there was that kind of whole region where things were spoopy. And there's even the PT radio. Are we done? Let me focus real quick and see if I can. It's locked. Oh, I haven't been down here. I still can't run, so you better not expect me to run out. Don't know why I'm going back here. This is really bad design, structural engineering. Why would you have a... There's another one on that. Oh, is it changing now? It's changing. It's like a fork now. Stick my hand in it. Oh, key. Emergency exit key. Okay. I don't think I should need an emergency exit. What is that about? Oh my god. It's still there. See, surely I don't walk through it. Okay, it's do I have to walk through it? I'm gonna try every feeling of every wall I can. Okay, I have to walk through it. I have no inventory. I'm gonna close my eyes. Oh. You know, sometimes they're more scared of you, you know? See, that's spoopy. And it's totally... I would have stayed in the corner of that room back there, like, all night. Like, just sitting there. It's called ludonarrative dissonance. Oh, can't go down. Very Silent Hill. Ludonarrative dissonance, where what your character wants to do or has to do is the opposite of how you feel you should do. Like in a Fallout game where it's like, quick, I have to save my family members. But first, let's go gamble at this casino for like 3 months. You know, because that's what you want to do, even though the story's telling you you're supposed to be doing something else urgent. And it's like not really urgent. That's ludonarrative dissonance. In this case, walking toward a ghost, never something I'd do. But that's what you have to do. So like, I think it's a bad design thing because it gives you this weird situation where like you can't like use your brain anymore to make sense of what you should be doing. You just have to like press buttons and directions until it lets you progress. I would have been back there like realistically like looking for any other possible way out, just anything, waiting all night, trying to break through a wall instead of going anywhere near that ghost. Because like in other games, or even in other Chilla's art games, walking into the ghost would be, you'd kill you or give you the worst ending or whatever, you know? No abnormality. Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's what it says. That's, huh. Man, you know, it would have been easier to get one of these things to go fix that one downstairs. Okay, so now I am in a situation. Am I? I lost track of where I was. I must have gone up to the next floor, I guess. Let me guess. No abnormality? These are really gonna keep saying no abnormality when this stuff is happening? Alright. Fine. Oh, that's Ultra, like the beginning of Silent Hill 2. Could Mary really be in this town? Like, but she died 2 years ago. So you'd think that question would answer itself. But I guess not. Is that another spoop hole? Nope, nothing here. Is that one closed? Give me that Otacon photo sound effect. Snake, this is a great front view. We only need the side view and the picture of the Marines logo. See, the elevator is safe. It's my safe zone. It's bright, white, chill. Nothing bad has happened in the elevator. Closing the door, yes. So if they're smart, they'll subvert that and breach that safety zone and have something happen in the elevator. Are we on number 11? Wait, that's the last one. Or is it 10? Wait, why are they weird? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they're that way. I didn't even pay attention how they were going. Bzz, bzz. Okay. Alright. What did I say? Elevator going bad. See the black in the corners almost looks like hair, like grudge hair, just like growing out. You can see like, oh, that's a little spooky. Can I just see? Look how you don't need the actual buttons; just the texture is enough to convey it. Does anybody know what these mean? I need jiggly. I love them jiggly kanji, or katakana, or hiragana. Hiragana. Girl on the TV. Can we just skip her? Okay. Looks like we don't have to do it. That looks like the room I'm in. That's unpleasant. She just pop her head. Wait, so is that it? Yeah, this is pretty cool. Very spooples. It keeps looking like the shadow, like there's gonna be a hallway going off perpendicular. It's just shadows. Okay. Can't go back. See, even that looks like a little monster face. It's like, hi. Hi. Let's see what we got. That's... I thought that was like elevator buttons, like right out here randomly. It's like, it's like, what? Like the whole hallway just goes up or down. See, that's cool. That's a cool idea. Like the elevator moves. It's like a monster, a room mimic or something. And you're inside his belly. You move up and down the... See, that's a cool idea. Maybe. So, I had a VCR, but I had no tape. Maybe I should have found one for the good ending. Metal Gear. There's no light switches anymore. Not even there. Gosh, see, you could easily make this work in VR, like even on a Quest 2. Graphically, it would be fine, but it'd be real spoopy. Can I kind of lock these? Nope. Okay, so here it is. Nothing is displaying. Oh. Maybe I have to walk to... Yep, and the tape is gonna be somewhere. Another spooky thing would be like if you stop and there's like 3 more footsteps after that. I think I've seen that before, experienced that before. But it's always a good one. Spooples. Okay. So I'm going to have to trace those footprints. But they kind of dropped off. It's on the board in here somewhere. Hope I don't have to, like, again, get chased through here. This looks like a black hole. Like a spoopy black hole. See right there? Like it was like into the board. Maybe like something was like gonna come out or something. See, and that looks like a face or like a person going. See, little two eyeballs like there and there. There and there. There. This tape has to be somewhere. See, again, it looks like a person's head and then like robe or something. Wonder how much of that is intentional, or if it's just pareidolia, where like your brain is wired to, as a human to see faces and patterns and agency where there is none. Because again, like the person who thinks there's a tiger in a wood behind them and is wrong survives, and the person who thinks there's no tiger behind them and is wrong dies. So our brains are wired toward assuming agency and assuming that we're being watched and assuming these kind of things because it gives us survival advantage. Pareidolia. Oh no. I have no idea. It can't have soft locked me, right? Let's see, make sure I have no inventory. No proper inventory, which is pretty cool. Neither Outer Wilds nor Homebody have a proper inventory. It's just knowledge is what you gain. And it's pretty cool. Displaying nothing. So the tape is inside this thing, probably. But what's the code? You know, I like this, being able to grab this rather than like a lot of games like right click, like click, 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 click. So there's two. But what on earth clue would I have? I don't have a memo book to like remind myself of stuff. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh. Motion blur. Ooh. 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 Okay. Let's see. Looking for a combination. So if I do see that ghost again, I gotta ask them. Do you have a... Oh, look, okay. Blood coming down there. Nothing. Ah! Oh. Obtained a cable. Can I use that to twist this off? Ooh, no. Okay. Wait. Nothing is displaying. Oh, a video cable. Yeah, and an RCA AV cable. Okay. Red, white, yellow. Yeah, just standard RCA. Stereo sound in one video signal, the yellow one. I went to college for TV studio production, and I basically grew up in a country music radio station. My dad's a DJ, so like I'm very familiar with audio cables and like video cables, and also consoles. You know, from a very young age, I had a NES, Nintendo. So one of the first things I learned ever was how to plug in the console. So you got your power pack, AC adapter, then you got your audio video cable, whether it's an RF switch or an RCA or later digital cables, or then HDMI. You got VGA, DVI. You know, DVI is the same signal as HDMI. It's just a different form factor, I think. It's a bunch of nonsense. Okay, so this code, I have the cable that's plugged in. Maybe that progressed something. Maybe we should check other things that are bloody. Let's see. Nope. 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 Okay, let's see. The footprints go there, and they go here. So, boom and boom, but they also go this way. So, but they go here and then stop. That's the problem. We still need that code. Unless the videotape shows the code. I'll check that again in a second. That's something, isn't it? Yep, it is. Obtained a blood-stained lid. Okay. I think I should be able to clean this stain. This is a really nice font, very crisp, like very good. I don't know if this is like Text Mesh Pro. Again, the echo of hearing it in my head. It's like Text Mesh Pro, and then I'm like blah, blah, by the end. But it's very nice, very sharp, very readable. It's an improvement over previous Chilla's art game, which went with a much lower resolution, almost like they didn't know how to scale the default Unity text components correctly yet. But then they finally switched over to Text Mesh Pro here, which is the newer system. It was kind of like Unity bought it up and just merged it in as their proper text system now. It's much sharper, very good, very readable. It's fun. It's interesting to know, like, even when you're doing a low poly kind of PS1 style, like, kind of figuring out which areas you should keep faithful to that aesthetic, and what areas you should modernize. Like controls, generally speaking, you should just modernize them. Like the early 3D controls in games were kind of god awful in a lot of ways. They were very prototypical. Mission Impossible 64, I love that game. I got to play that game for my channel. I haven't played it in a long time. Kind of like the original Hitman 2016 kind of game, or very like something between GoldenEye and Hitman, and it's just really cool. But the controls were horrible. So those you can modernize, but maybe keep the low poly characters. But the text on the screen, I like the crisp text against the other graphics. Generally, I would turn off any kind of texture filtering. It would just be point, nearest neighbor. What's the other word? Or no filter, which is actually point filtering, which is nearest neighbor, which basically is what Minecraft texture filtering is. So all the textures have little squares instead of these, where you take these squares and use bilinear or trilinear filtering and like blur it to make it appear to be higher res when it's really not. I don't like it. If you're a low res texture, see, look at all these blocks that are just smudged. If you're low res, it's just embrace it. It's cool. It's chill. In my game, Knott's game, and even Age of Singularity, which is my Ultima 6 fan recreation project, it's just no texture filtering. It's nearest neighbor. So all these pixels are very clear, sharp edges. It looks great. Like how they look in Minecraft, which is like clear little blocks of texture. I love it. And any game I can, like Half-Life mods and stuff. I thought I heard a heartbeat. It might have been my mic. You hear that? Any Half-Life mods that I play, which is really cool. There's a lot of really cool mods for it. And I like to think of them as one big canon, like CANON, like of like all these stuff happening at Black Mesa in that one day. But I could turn off the texture filtering so I could appreciate all the pixels and learn a little bit about pixel art. And every time, just a little bit, absorb a little more. Whereas this just blurs it, and it's like, so the textures are so good on their own. You don't gotta do this so much. But again, that's part of the aesthetic. At a certain point, the bilinear filtering is part of what people are going for. Although I don't personally prefer it. I say let squares be squares, which is generally my life philosophy as well. Okay, so let's get serious about this, guys. What do we got here? This appears to be totally irrelevant. Like LA Noir. Irrelevant. It's like you go over to this thing, it's like, circumstantial. And this one's like, I'm really stupid for thinking this is relevant to the case. Why on earth would I pick this up? My wife should probably divorce me for even having someone who thinks about that this could be related to the case be married to them. Wake up, Cole. That's a different annoying thing I call it one of the game dev sins, nagging nanny, and LA Noir was the game that made me think about that. Because your partner, you're trying to immerse yourself, and this guy's like, hey, come on, Cole. Okay, now, I think I should be able to clean this. Well, okay. Then do it. I should be able to clean this stain. Well, I mean, in theory. Do I have an inventory suddenly? No. No. Tab. Escape. WASTA. Lock. Yeah, that's simple. No, oh, to-do list. Smart. See, that keeps you on track for with a domestic game like this. Having a little to-do list. It's very nice. I should be able to clean this stain. How? With E? Okay. Well, I'm kind of at the point where I'm start running around. I should be able to clean this stain. Well, I agree. You should be able to. Can you? And what is it? This doesn't look like a stain to me. Oh, maybe this is the code. 0963. Let's try that. Seems pretty obvious, actually. I mean, what else? Radial numbers. 0963. Oh, goodness gracious. This is going to be a problem. Oh, goodness gracious. 90. Do I actually have to use it like a... But there's two of them. Wait, maybe I do like... It's interesting. It sets 0 to wherever my thing is. 6, 3, 09. Let's see if it... Wait, what am I doing here? Oh, 09, right? 6. Oh, come on, that's not cool. Okay. Let's try the other way. 6, 3, 09. Okay, goodness. Can you tell me what to do? Let's see. Nothing is displaying. Well, probably need a tape. Or maybe power cables. Nothing's plugged in. Gosh, I just... Everything kind of comes to a screeching halt. I should be able to clean this. This goes in here. Let's check out. See, it looks like a person hanging upside down, like their hair's like, ooh. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. Maybe I clean it with something from the bathroom? Okay. Clean it with water. I was looking for a cloth to clean it with. I washed the butt off the lid. Oh, see, there's again. I didn't know I was carrying the lid. Okay. There are 2 lines drawn on it. Okay. See, that's one thing about not having an inventory is that, or any kind of like moment-to-moment progression like notes, is that if you forget that you picked up the lid, you'll never remember. Oh, I thought a cutscene was happening. Okay. 00309060. So 9060. Small one goes to 90. Large one goes to 60. Small one goes to 90. Large one goes to 60. And oh, there we go. Okay, got a videotape. Now we're ready to roll. Put in the tape. Okay, that was a little weird. Kind of went inside, but I'll let it slide like the tape slid in. All right, and there we go. Okay, very loud noises. So this is showing the keyboard and mouse and a computer screen, and the door is slowly opening. Oh, now it's switching to the bathroom. Those are the urinals. I kind of wonder if I could get out of this and like run away or something, get a better ending, but I don't want to risk missing something cool. Okay, and this is the police line, I think. I can't really tell what's going on. I can't stay here anymore. Oh, you think? Let's get out of here. Can I run now? Can I crouch now? Okay, this is bad news. And I'm only gonna play this once. I'm not gonna play it a second time. Whoa, yep. Even though I'm gonna get, yep, now I'm screwed. Oh, come on. It backed me into a corner. Die once. I can't see anymore. Oh, cool. See, this is an improvement Chilla's art has made, where they're a little more forgiving and they don't make you play the 2-hour game again just because you made one mistake. What if I go this way? Do I have to go down all the floors? I have to open this one up. I'm going to have to juke her around the table. Okay, we can handle that. Okay. Now I can run. Now I can run. Okay. Where is she? Come on, girl. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. See, that's a little loud. I don't think it needs to be that loud. I think things can be pretty... I don't even know if you can hear me right now. I think things can still be really scary without being loud. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's cute. A little spoopy. It's a cool experience. Comparing it to other Chilla's art games, let's see. It's very linear. It's very kind of like it's not a super slice of life. It's just like you're doing this job in this place and it's spoopy. And again, it's very linear in that regard. The karaoke, which came out before this, was a much more open kind of thing with multiple endings, and it is kind of like it almost like a time loopy kind of thing, because you could explore all these different paths and stuff. Um, the, the closing shift was fantastic because I learned about how to make coffee drinks. And again, that was like a story, and it was very domestic, and it took place over several nights. Had a really cool pacing aspect to it. Um, um, let's see, Okairi was like a really short, simple one of the very first ones that kind of brought them to my attention. I think it was probably seeing Mr. Craven or Gab Smulders or John Wolfe playing it, because they like to play spooky games. Um, and Bowling Otter plays spoopy games with Lizzie Sandwich as well, but they don't play them as much anymore. Maybe they only play them on Twitch, but they don't like upload their VODs to their YouTube. Maybe they have a different channel. I don't know. Anyway, Chilla's art games. I like. I think my favorite one is it called the Convenience Store, where you kind of live at the top of this little towny thing, and you got to go several nights to work at the convenience store, but something weird's happening behind the store. Again, it's very domestic. It's not. This was more like a haunted house experience where you walk through, and that's that. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool, but I like the more. Even the Missing Children, that was kind of like a detective, almost like an LA Noir kind of thing. You're going to different places and getting clues and more puzzly and stuff, and I like that one a lot as well. Um, let's see, The Caretaker was cool because you're like a nurse lady who has to go and like take care of an old man in an old Japanese house, like a machiya house. Look, there you go. Got ending 1. Interesting. So it looks like there are multiple endings. It's rewinding me all the way back to my car. Ooh. Whoa. October 22nd, Keigo Ochigi, 35. It's a little loud, huh? Ending 1. All right, cool. Yeah, and so there are clearly collectibles, lots of collectibles. There is a lot more content, a lot of cool things. I like that stuff, and several endings, and there are achievements and stuff. And for some of them, I do more of the achievement hunting. Like Stigmatized Property, I really like that. Very short, simple thing. I wish you could carry more objects in your inventory in that game, because you're like running back and forth over a very small, like a apartment building area to do, like drop off one item and do another thing. And but other than that, it was really cool. I got all the endings and I got all the stuff. There's Inunaki Tunnel. Yeah, okay, the Echo. And that was okay again, but that was more of like a linear kind of experience. I like the ones where you kind of explore around and solve the puzzles and find all the clues, more like a Spencer Mansion kind of thing, even if it doesn't take place directly inside of a building, a single building. Like the Missing Children was very Spencer Mansion-y, because you're going to these like 4 or 5 locations, and like there are clues in each one to help you solve the other ones, and depending how thoroughly you explore, you'll get a different ending, which reminds me of Castlevania Symphony of the Night, where you can get a totally different experience depending on how thoroughly you explore that castle. Not to give anything else away, but it's very, very cool, because I like that kind of ending situation where it's based on what you're actually doing in the game. And in a game like Resident Evil or Silent Hill, or The Missing Children, it's your progression is through finding the objects and exploring the areas, and that's what you're actually doing. So it only makes sense that the endings would be based on that. I really like the ranking system in like Metal Gear Solid games, Silent Hill, and I don't know if they actually have an official ranking system, but Resident Evil, because the things are based on like how fast were you. Like for Metal Gear Solid, it's a perfect example. It's how fast were you, how many people did you kill, because you don't want to kill people ideally. You want to be sneaky. How much damage did you take? How many times did you use health kits? these are things that like are actual like gameplay choices you can make and that you can get better at. And I think that, though it doesn't in the Metal Gear Solid games, I wish that was the kind of thing that affected your endings in things, rather than like arbitrary like certain Deus Ex games where it's like play however you want. At the very end, it's like choose A or B, and that's your ending. It's like that's really kind of you could do better to make it the endings immersed inside the gameplay. But a lot of the Chilla's art games do that. This was I'm sure there's a lot of the stuff that I missed, but it's a cool experience. I think I liked the karaoke a lot. That was their last one. But yeah, check these out if you want to see more of the content in their games. And if you like Chilla's art games, then also consider Puppet Combo games. They recently finally finished Stay Out of the House, which they've had like a beta version out for like 100 years. And it looks like they really made it very nice and polished, and it's very cool. It's almost like a people under the stairs kind of thing, where you're trapped in a house and there's somebody scary in there and you got to get out, but you got to solve the house to do it. There are a lot of games like that, but I think the Puppet Combo one, Stay Out of the House, is pretty solid. They also have cool stuff like Night Shift and was it Midnight Tales? That's a different thing. But all the stuff in the low poly. Scary Tales Volume 1 was the Puppet Combo one, where it had several smaller experiences from their Patreon. But yeah, there are lots of low poly, kind of very inexpensive, kind of rough and tumble, spoopy, kind of retro style games. This is kind of on the border of that visually, but it works. It's very cool. So yeah, very cool. I always look forward to Chilla's art games because I think they're fun experiences, and so I guess that'll be all for now. Hopefully this recording actually worked and the audio isn't horrific, and I hope to make more of these videos in the future. So like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and leave feedback if you have any suggestions for things to improve, because I'm just getting started at this. And yeah, I have a lot of ideas that I want to use to make really cool content for the channel, and just things I need to create about, as you can see at the top there, things about retro gaming, some of my favorite gaming experiences, like like Mission Impossible 64 is a really simple one, just like doing a cool playthrough with that, maybe with my friends, like the Last Stand streamers with Lurch is Mad, who streams on Twitch as well. Yeah, some game dev stuff. I talked a little bit about some game dev things I noticed in here that I think are really cool. And Game Crit, yeah, that's where I kind of break down what I like and don't like about games, and like kind of try to extract really cool ideas for future content, and I think for things that I can draw from inspiration wise to improve my own work. And music, I make music. It's like something I'm excited to do, but it's like kind of in the backseat right now while I do the scripting and stuff for my systems, for like my projects, like my Age of Singularity, Ultima 6 fan recreation project, and Knots game, my time loop, Halloween time loop spoopy game that I'm working on. That's my bigger one. And I hope to eventually with my friends do some Dungeons and Dragons stuff as well. So yeah, maybe look forward to that stuff. And so I guess that's all for now. Yeah, this has again been Night Security by Chilla's Art from Steam. It's like $6. If you want to see the other endings, the other content, check it out. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Thanks for watching.